All right, young lady, introduce yourself and let's get started.
Hello, my name is Coach Austin, and I'm the head coach at Texas Southern University.
What transpired? How did you go through the process? Let's just start right there.
How did this transpire or the process started? Honestly, I'm not quite sure. I just know, a friend reached out to me and told me to apply for this job. She thought that I'd be a great fit. So I decided to do it. And honestly, it sparked the interest because it was back in Houston, Texas, in 3rd Ward to be exact, because that's where I grew up the majority of my life. And so I have a sweet spot for this community, simply because I know, our girls and our community need the help. So to be back, to be able to work at an HBCU means so much to me.
And here we are today. This is your first camp this summer at home?
First camp at summer at home as a head volleyball coach, and I couldn't be more happier. I know things started off a little rocky and a little late because of how fast everything moved for me, because I just got in April. So to be able to come here and have a big turnout like this means so much. So I'm very grateful that things turned out the way that it did, and I look forward to more years to come.
You're on the campus of HISD School, Booker T. Washington. How did that transpire?
Being here at Booker T. Washington transpired because, unfortunately, our floor was getting remodeled this year, so I started to search for different places to host our camps. Thankfully, Coach DeAndre Thomas here decided to help us out and let us use the arena, and we are more than grateful for that as well, because she had the space and the help and the support, and that helped me tremendously. So that's how that transpired. So yeah.
All right. You get started, you get the paperwork and all together, you got a place. What was going through your mind? I hope this turns out okay. I hope this turns out okay.
For the camp or
for the camp.
Okay, so since it was last minute, once again, I wasn't really too worried about the quantity of kids. I just wanted to have something this summer to kind of get our name out, to get my name out, because I am new. So I wanted to, develop something for the community to where they can know who I am and I know who they are before going into season. Because I want to make sure that I'm bringing that community, atmosphere, and hopefully, I can go to more HISD schools and, low-income areas as well, and help there.
What was your expectations as far as numbers?
Expectations as far as numbers was honestly each camp, especially like the development and skill camps, was probably about 10 to 15, honestly, which happened to be about 20 for each camp. So other than our all skills camp, which was 12 and 12, which was even better. But for this camp, honestly, about 20 to 30 kids. I definitely didn't think I would sell out of my advanced camp, but I sold out and had extra, So for me, that just speaks volume. And some of the kids that have been coming here throughout the week invited friends today, and that's how we got the outcome that we had.
Now let's transition over into what have you witnessed or seen of the team that you have now at Texas Southern?
The team that I have at Texas Southern right now, I know they're anxious. I know they're ready to play. I think they had a little bit of a stagnant season this past season, especially going through the hiring process this spring, so they weren't able to get as many practices. But I do know the girls won't change. They're ready for, someone to come in and really just, make them accountable. In a sense, always want to be that person, but I think they just need a mentor or, someone that's going to hear them out and really just try to, cultivate organization, communication, structure, and discipline. So that's my only hope and goal this season. I'm not really trying to worry about the outcome. I just want to make sure that the girls that are here are getting the instruction that they needed and that they're able to, play as a group. We're trying to become one this season.
Non-conference schedule, what does it look like?
Non-conference schedule, we're playing 3 weekends out of the 4 of non-conference, and then we have 3 midweek games. So we're going to Incarnate Word the first weekend. We are going to University of New Orleans the third weekend, and we're going to University of Oklahoma the fourth weekend to play in their home invitationals. So I'm excited. You know, our girls.
I am too, because I want to see what they.
Yeah,
I want to see what that looks like, especially once they come back. Like, okay, coach.
No, it ain't gonna be okay, coach. We gonna be ready. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be challenging, but I'm excited because our girls also want to play at a higher level. They want to play high-level teams, but they also want to make sure that they're prepared. So we're gonna make sure that they're prepared for those games and they go in confident. And we're gonna step on the court because you don't step on no court that you think you can lose. So you know we want to get on the court and compete. And if we lose, great. If we win, great. The biggest point is, are we getting better each game?
And your staff, how did you come about putting that together?
So my staff, I actually just got my assistant coach last week. So I am now, she starts August 1st. Her name is Crystal. And we're excited to have her. We're ready to, you know, just get together, come up with a game plan for preseason and the season, and just do the best that we can. And then, you know, this is only year one. This is only year one of hopefully a long start. So, you know, this is year one. Hopefully next year we're getting even better. Next year we're getting even better. And hopefully within the next 5 years we're at the top of the SWAC, if not champions.
Good expectations. First game, first scrimmage is when?
First scrimmage will be the Maroon and Gray scrimmage on August 20th, and then most likely it will be at our rec center.
Okay. And your first official non-conference game will be when?
Our first official non-conference game will be October 24th against Prairie View University.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting.
It will be interesting. It's our rival week that is also homecoming week, so I am excited.
Is there anything else you can think of that I hadn't asked you about concerning this first season?
Not sure. I think you answered all of them. I think you answered all of them so far. So, you know, other than, you know, this summer, it's just been myself, you know. So I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off because I wanted to make sure that, you know, things were done right. You know, been trying to be patient. You know, because, you know, everyone at Texas Southern is working together and trying to make do with what we have and the resources that we have. So I don't have any complaints. You know, we're patiently working and constantly working. And like I say, everything is kind of turning out the way that they should. And God is the mastermind of it all. So I'm not worrying or complaining about anything else this season. Like it's all in His hands at this point.
Okay. All right. And this is my last question. I just thought about it. Recruiting, how are you received and how did it go this summer?
I will say I thoroughly enjoy recruiting. I love being active, like I said, with the girls at camps. I did a lot of D1 college camps. I had a lot of girls kind of bombard me with emails and things. So as far as my 2023 class, I actually was able to complete that this summer. So I was able to find some talent that was really good out there all around the country. Right now we have girls coming from Florida, Virginia, and Dallas. And that's exciting. They want to be here. You know, they kind of came at me. We had a response, received. We grew our relationships pretty quickly and things from there. And now we're on to 2024s. So, you know, I think recruiting has been going good. And I'm loving that, you know, the SWAC is changing. It's getting a little bit more competitive. It's a little bit more on the horizon, so more people are curious about it. So it's people all over the country chiming in, trying to get a phone call and learn about Texas Southern. And that's what excites me the most because it gives me an opportunity to tell my testimony and talk about the university.
All right, with that, reintroduce yourself and we'll close this out.
Hello, my name is Coach Austin, and I'm the head volleyball coach at Texas Southern University.
This is Jerry Lee Whitley Jr., the College Sports Report, signing off.